so you can sync it up. You know what I'm saying? 3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah. 3, 2. Oh, you're delayed. 3, 2, 1. All right, what? I'll go.
Hey, bro, I got no rhythm. That's why my music's so random.
Nah, bro, you gotta have rhythm, man.
It's
a flow. It's a flow. You have a flow, so you have a rhythm.
It's my rhythm.
You know the way I see y'all, bro?
Dance like that.
Y'all are new generation soul artists, man.
Yeah.
Speaking from the soul.
Yeah,
You're
for
both
sure.
speaking from both of your souls, you know?
For sure, bro.
A lot of like the stuff that was recent.
That's how
I was listening to.
soul artists.
It's just where it comes from.
It's just kind of recycled, same thing, blicky blick, you know, all this, and I'm like, I don't know if I fuck with that, you know, but listening to y'all, it's like I can relate to that shit. Someone that's like my age, listening to all that, and relating to it.
Yeah,
bro, that's generational shit right there. You can listen to this in 20 years and probably relate to it because we're all human. We're all gonna be human in 20 years, right?
Yeah.
And the things you guys talk about are human.
Actual emotions.
Yeah.
I was on the bridge on the way over here, and I was just thinking how music, I feel like today, at least on the popular scale, is just like low vibrational in general. Like, I was speaking on the idea of like, because I was thinking about questions and stuff and talking. I'm like, bro, like, my personal favorite female artist is Doja Cat, right? But then people always say, like, why do you have to categorize like a female artist, you know what I'm saying, rather than just be like artists in general.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, they talk about different shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and often, you know what I'm saying, on the radio, you're going to see a female artist talking about a lot of physical, sexual attraction, you know, type music. And then the same with their performances, you feel me, in the way they dress, and the way they move, and the way they dance. Which is understandable because it sells, like the shit looks good. So it's going to grab attention and it's what's popping. But I was even thinking about it, it's like I can't even really speak down on just female artists doing that because it's like male, especially in rap music, that's what male artists talk about too, is always talking about who somebody's fucking or who looked the best or who got the most money or what she did and blah, blah, blah. So it's like, it's just a low vibration in general of like music, of like what people are talking about. Like we were talking about earlier, like it's not a lot of like, I'm about to make something to make you feel better, or I'm about to make something to enlighten you, teach you something. That's kind of rare.
How I handle my emotions type of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Help people heal through music, you know?
Yeah.
It's very confusing because like we love to listen to it. That's my part about it, is like I don't enjoy the message, but I really do love the music. And so it's like so hard to split that point sometimes because it's like I love Kodak.
Yeah,
He's
me
one
too.
of my favorite artists. But sometimes I'm like, I don't follow what he says. I don't enjoy what he says. But sometimes his flow, who he like, how he does his music, where he came from, and like what made him the product of what he is like that's his imagery. That's how he sees the world. That's how he's seen the world. That's how the world treats him. And so it's like sometimes people's artistry might look terrible to us, but it's just because we can't see their life through their lens. So it kind of throws us off. But it's like, it sucks because sometimes it's like, I want to help you, not have to use that as a vice or...
Right.
And that's why I like, with my music, I try to make it so it's like, here's a different way, and also here's a coping mechanism. Yeah. Kind of help you.
Yeah.
But now that we've gotten some talking in, welcome to Who's You. This is episode 2. We got a very special guest. Right now you got Passage, you got John over there, and right here in the middle you got Mr. Skelybo.
Yes, sir.
The man, the myth, the legend. He's like a shadow in Oakland. They don't even know. All the old heads know. All the old heads. Every time I meet an old head, I'm like, oh, y'all know Skelly? They're like, we love Skelly. I'm like, yeah, same.
Yeah, go check out Half Moon.
Man.
Go stream that right now. Right.
Beautiful tape.
Yeah.
Beautiful tape. Real emotions.
Yeah.
Real feelings. And then you got just raw ass flow and rhythm. It's disgusting. You gotta check it out. Gotta check it out.
For sure.
But
I know you said you wanted to do a meditation before we started.
We could do that.
Just a quick minute meditation.
Bro, I'm hella down.
Let's run it.
Yeah.
You about to guide us? You about to take us into a new realm in spiritual trance?
Yeah.
But against the words, the 432 hertz frequencies.
I would say maybe just put a timer on for like, 30 seconds, a minute, 30 seconds?
Yeah, just take some deep breaths.
And then,
That shit's finna fuck me up.
yeah, for sure. And then we could, let me see. Let's see what I can do here. And then I would say for those 30 seconds, just
think about our intent.
Yeah, be conscious of your thoughts, whatever comes to your mind. Just let it flow. If it's there, pay attention to it. Let it go, And just try to be still. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, needed that.
Oh, it's so loud, bro.
Needed a deep breath.
Did the room just get more quiet for y'all too?
Yeah.
It just feels more. It's crazy, bro.
That was nice.
I feel right.
Sound is special, bro. It vibrates through everything. I was even looking at videos of like water and different music, and it's literally like the waveforms of like a audio track. It literally looks the exact same, but it's water moving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, our bodies are 90% water or 70 or whatever. So like, imagine music in our souls and stuff.
That's
Bro, do you guys be dancing?
Always.
I want to dance more, bro.
It's literally like just letting the music in your body. You feel the music in your body. That's my favorite thing. Is anywhere I'm at, whatever I'm hearing through the speakers at a store, whatever I'm feeling, it boosts my emotion. I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm gonna just put a smile on my face and just feel the vibration of whatever this frequency is.
Well, that means you vibrating high, bro, because you just in tune with the things. A lot of people would just hear it and then be in the back of their head, or like they can't even hype themselves up to feel like good enough. You know
I be looking around. I
So,
be like, y'all hear what they playing right now, bro? It's some Justin Timberlake in here, bro. What?
yeah.
I mean, that's a part of having like good energy, being present and being like aware of your surroundings and like being able to be in the moment and like have fun. You know what I think about, bro? Is the interconnectedness of like two souls coming together to make me, and like what I get from those two souls, right? So like my mom and my dad, they had to connect at a certain time in a certain place to make me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do I get from that certain time and that certain place of that moment, Like what's transferring into me from that time, that's
what frequencies
making
are going
me
on.
fucking be present, dance around and have fun, Like I get genes from them, I get shit from them.
You get shit from your ancestors.
Right.
Things are inside.
The lineage, right?
Yeah, it's ingrained in you.
So much.
It's crazy because my music stuff, like, I just never thought about it like that. And then I started doing more art and more music stuff. And my grandma was like, you just like your great-grandpa. And I was like, that's crazy. And then she started coming around my house more. And she would just see all my art up and how I would do stuff. And she was like, this takes me back to my childhood. And I'd be like, I didn't even know the guy. I've never heard stories about him until I started acting like him. And it threw me off because I was like, how am I so much like somebody wasn't even alive when I was born?
That time travel, that reincarnation, low key of a soul, brother. That's so cool, man. I love that.
Energy is a universal language, and I feel like how old folks be saying nothing new is under the sun. It's just a repeating cycle, a circle, or spiral, whatever. So I feel like it's just a repetition. Everything, like even the music we make, the stories we tell, the things that we going through, it's just like humans are the same, the time period and the technology may change, but the inner workings and the spirituality also is ageless and like timeless.
For sure.
And then kind of goes back to him saying our music comes from our soul.
Right.
And it's we just transmit it and let people feel our energy through our frequencies that we put through these speakers. And we just let it be felt and heard. And it's sometimes it won't get heard because it's just honestly just not heard yet. The second you hear it, you're like, what am I listening to? This is dope.
It'll get heard.
But it's just it just takes time for it to get heard. But the second those vibrations and those frequencies hit those people's ears, they're like, hold up, this is soul music. Might not be the same as what it was when jazz was around, when people were playing just keys at the bar and just having a great time, but it's completely, it's energy projection to other people through speakers that just vibrate and give your sound, give your voice, give your tone of emotion that you are portraying in a booth. And it's really just your soul.
Yep.
Yeah, Kendrick yesterday said that rap is the most important music ever.
Yeah?
On the Grammys, yeah, like, rap is the most important music. I don't give a fuck what no one said. We're the culture right now. Respect it. And any future artists, respect the craft. And he walked off stage. That's what he said.
And it sucks because people think that rap's dying, but it's just like, nah, it's just getting oversaturated with... Everything's getting oversaturated. I've talked to anybody in whatever industry they're in, and it's like, there's too many of us wanting the same jobs. There's too many of us wanting to do the same thing. And it's like, all right, well, like, that's what I love about music, is I can be me and nobody else can be me. That's one thing I do know. Yeah. And nobody has my story. Nobody has my lens. Nobody has my thought process. It's like, so how can I get that to other people to help them heal things they ain't never felt, they didn't know how to heal? And it's like, when I listen to your music, it's like, I just feel this overwhelming emotion and just rawness. Like, that's what I love about your music, is it's like rawness. The way you use your flow, the words you use, like, it's a flow state, you can tell.
For sure, bro. Yeah, for sure. I actually have a bar that I wanted to talk to you about. That reminds me a lot of what you just talked about, bro. I swear to God. Yeah, it's like literally the same thing. On an empty stomach on the way home. On an empty soul on the way home. The way, I think you were talking about, like, leaving a certain area. I think you had mentioned, like, Union City or something like that in the line. But on an empty soul on the way home. When I was listening to it, it, like, reminded me a lot about, like, when you die. And when you leave. And when you're on your way home. You know? And a lot of that soul, even the way you said it.
On your way home.
You know, like, even the way you said it, I was like, oh, shit, this is like a double entendre. Like, he's going home, and he might even be going home. Like, you know, like, in another way. But, yeah, that's a really cool bar. Can you tell us a little bit about Lake Lindsay? And
Lake Lindsay.
How that song came about?
Yeah, bro. I was, when I was younger, I felt that I was in a rush, you know? I was in a rush to get things done, you feel me? And I didn't necessarily go about it the right way. And I think now looking back, it was just like a lack of maybe just comfort or just like love that I felt within myself. And I think I was desperate to get it physically from a girl at the time, not even a woman, we were children. And rather than taking your time, you know what I'm saying, with something as sacred as a physical relationship, and especially like your first time, I was very like, almost like demanding or rushing with it. And sexual energy is spiritual energy, and it's buried deep within you. Just love in general is very much like your inner child. Like, you cannot love somebody without exposing your inner child. That's why I think a lot of relationships fail, not necessarily because you aren't meant to be with someone. It's because, like, you got work to do, and when you love somebody, you can't hide shit, because it's gonna come up, and then when it comes up, you're gonna feel exposed, like, oh shit, I'm vulnerable about this person I really care about. And you're even more vulnerable when you care about somebody, and then you're gonna get irritated with them, because it's like, now you attacking my vulnerabilities, but it's like, it's my vulnerability, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I was just in a rush, and I felt like I didn't necessarily do something wrong or that I regret, but it's like I felt like my soul kind of empty. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm alone. Like, that's not how you want to. You know what I'm saying? That's not how you want to do shit, bro. You don't want to be alone. You want to lay up with the person and
You want to know the
talk.
person.
Yeah, you want to.
Be a connection,
Yeah, you want to be like, you know, lovey-dovey. You feel me? Like, I'm a romantic type of nigga. So, like, I felt just like
Same, bro.
I was far away from Oakland, bro. I'm on the train. I don't got a car. I don't got no people around me. I'm fucking hungry. Like, a lot of shit's going on, bro. And I was just like, that song really came up random as fuck too, cause like I didn't ever really spoke on that situation, and it just really kind of came up through the music, and I was just going like line for line, like, damn, what happened next? Then that happened, and then that, and I see that shit vivid. Like, I can go back to that bathroom in that girl's house right now and be there and see the color of the walls and see her face and see everything. And it's not something that I regret at all. Like, I think the whole, you know, it's not something I regret, but it's something I look back on and just be like, damn, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the double entendre shit I did not even think about, and I love that DG said that. Makes me feel smarter as fuck. So, but
you got a lot of really
yeah, bro.
deep lyrics on this project.
My favorite is on the first track, Boom Clap. That track, first off, that's how you set a tone of a tape. I didn't know what to expect because that song just hit so hard. But it's like, when you say you better act like you love this shit, because if you don't love this shit, this motherfucking shit can get taken away. I was like, real life. Like, if you really don't care about what you're doing, your feelings are taken away from yourself.
Bro, okay, so first of all so we into it, bro. Okay. So first of all, Boom Clap, you have to imagine that I performed, right, maybe 2 days ago. And performing is it's an energy thing. Fuck your lyrics, fuck your song. It's about your energy, bro. Mm-hmm. And if your energy isn't right and the crowd's energy, it's on you first. But if the crowd, you know when you're like, I didn't do my best, you know what I'm saying? I could have done better. Even if niggas will walk up to you and be like, oh, good job, bro, that was great. Like, you know internally when it was great, it's a different energy you vibrating on. You walk off the stage with that high. You feel what I'm saying?
You just hit a home run.
Yeah, you just feel like, I'm hella excited, bro. I'm loud, I'm talking, I'm energized.
It feels good, yeah.
It feels, bro, the best high, bro. That's the high. Everybody chases their high, and that's the high I chase is like my music and my performances. And I had walked off stage and I was like, damn, bro, like the sound wasn't right, and it wasn't what I was expecting, you know? And I was talking to this lady and I was kind of like quiet, and she kept saying like, oh, you're doubting yourself. And just basically like looking at me like what's wrong with you? And I just tell her like, bro, like I don't feel good about my performance. And she was like, never say that. Never tell nobody that. You walk off the stage like you kill that shit every time. I'm like, that's not me. Like, my number one thing is always trying to be honest with myself and honest with the people around me. And if I feel a type of way, like, I'm not gonna fake it, you know? And she was like, one, this is my first impression of you. Mm-hmm. So for me, that could have been your best, and now you kind of coming off stage, I want to meet you, and now you're giving me this, like, energy of, like, that's not accepting. Second, that's your mind and your body telling you, like, oh, you're not good enough, or you messed up, or that performance is an example, you need to kill it every time. Like, yeah, you do, but at the same time, you're not going to every time. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that isn't a reflection of who you are. So you need to still walk around with your head high. And the thing that she said that stuck with me was that your soul needs to be in charge. Your mind and your body is going to drag you, but your soul needs to be in charge. And I wrote, that line makes me think of like, bro, there's days where it's like, I don't love this shit. You know, there's days where it's like, bro, like, I don't want to go to open mic. Like, I don't want to interact with people. I don't want to post. I don't want to, like, music is less of the business side. Music is always, like, my best friend, my love. But when it comes to career-wise, you better act like you love this shit every day, because it's a motherfucker working harder than you that wants where you're at right now. Mm-hmm. And just how we're working hard because we want where them motherfuckers, Doechii and the motherfuckers that are at the Grammys at. Mm-hmm. It's the same shit. It's a cycle, bro. So it's like, you got to, like, even on days when you don't love this shit, bro, you better act like you love it, bro. And they better feel that energy from you when you on the stage, when you talking, when you moving, like. And at the end of the day, it's because you do love this shit. And if you don't love it, it's going to get taken away from you.
Literally. You know, it sucks. I go through those emotions all the time. Where I'm like, do I really love this shit? What the fuck am I doing? I don't want to care about if you are giving me attention or not. I love that I do this shit. I hate that I have to think about somebody else's input when I do this shit. Because like, at the end of the day, I love it. It don't matter if you like it or not. I know it's raw, and when people hear it, they're like, this is tough.
Yeah.
But like, then there's those days where I'm like, why am I chasing attention? Like, fuck am I doing? I'm cooler than this. Ask somebody to look at me, bro. Like, what? It just throws me off. It's like not even being cooler than it. It's just like, that's not about what's cool about it. It's like doing it, being you is just being so authentic that it just like it radiates off you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nigga, that's how I felt too. Like I feel like I struggled a long time like comparing myself or seeing like somebody with numbers or just attention, just naturally, you know, or just better engagement. And for a long time, I'm like, bro, like I've been doing this for a while, and it's just like I know my music's good, but is the energy there? Like, is that, oh, that's someone I really would want to fuck with, or like damn near fandom is kind of like worship. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, bro, I think that person's hella cool. Like, so I'm gonna check on everything they doing. You know what I'm saying? And then like, to be honest, I still kind of feel that way. And I think it's just about now getting to the point where it's just like, bro, like I'm starting to realize that the only way you do get that is, or you for real feel that internally, is so you got it for yourself first. Yeah. You're like, bro, like, nah, I'm that dude, bro. And the things that I do are cool. And like, I don't know, I have aura. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no, you do, bro. First time I seen this fool perform, he was just walking around the room and then stands on the couch.
My socks and shit.
Yeah, bro. I'm like, who the fuck is this, bro? This energy is like, just like you're attracted to it. It was like the first time I felt like an ex-presence in a room where it was like somebody real life, raw feeling, and you're expressing yourself in the most artistry way. Yeah.
I fucking love that, bro.
And it taught me how to own the room better. It was blew my mind because I was like, whoa. This is how you keep people's attention. This is how you keep them enjoyed. Like, and you're just being you. They said, yo, don't mind me. I'm going to walk around this room real quick. Yeah. I was like, yeah.
Bro,
this was tough.
I fucking appreciate that, bro. I be trying more. Like, when we was at Knock Knock, bro, I was thinking about just be like, everybody in the room, shut up, shut the fuck up, shut up. I'm about to perform. I be thinking that, bro, because I look up to X too, bro, and he has performances where he's like, he forces niggas to stand up, like, hey, you, I'm about to perform, please stand up for me and shit. And he doesn't perform until everybody in the room stands up, bro. And I'm like, that I respect the fuck out of that, because that nigga believes in his art that much that he's like, nah, bro, I put time into this shit. Like, you gonna stand up and listen. And that's like the way you kind of have to move, bro, because like niggas don't know we put hours into mixing a song. Like, you put hours into editing this video, into setting it up, but someone's just gonna like watch it, scroll through this shit, or watch it, not even look at it, or like turn it off. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know, like, bro, like, nigga, it's fucking my life. Like, nah, stand up and fucking listen to what the fuck I said to you for 5 minutes, bro. Fuck your conversation right now. Yeah. And that's like a little bit of asshole selfishness, but it's like, you got to.
Just letting your value be known.
You got to, bro.
The room.
You got to.
Letting your worth be out on display.
That's one of my favorite things to do, though, is make the room pay attention by accident. Like, I'm about to go in and my flow is going to be like, wait, what is going on? And then out of nowhere, I have the whole room looking at me, completely silent. I'm like, gotcha.
That's good. Yeah, gotcha. Got you.
Gotcha. Now I'm going to tell you a story. How you feel about this?
That's what you guys are doing. So you're telling your story in your own way, you know? And, bro, someone that can do that, someone that can tell their story from their perspective and, like, get other people to listen, it's kind of like what, I hate bringing religion into this, but it's kind of what, like, priests
prophets.
Prophets. Yeah, prophets.
Yeah.
They, like, go out, get people to listen to their story. Some people relate, some people don't.
Nah, it's not even religion, bro. That's the purpose, bro. It's an energy, and I personally believe in God so much, and I believe that the universe sent people here specifically with that voice, bro. Like, pay attention to people's name. Ask people what. One thing I do when I meet a person is I ask them what their name means, cause it's a reason that your mother and father gave you that name. Even if they didn't know, they thought it's just picking a name. But like, there's a reason, and you know what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure Ezekiel, where my name comes from, was a prophet in the Bible, and that's the way I move through the world. Like, the music, We're all warriors, bro. We're all spiritual warriors, and we just have different weapons of choice, bro. My music and my voice, my tongue is my sword, but the sword is used as a tool and to spread the message. You feel me? So it's like I've been using my real purpose is my prophecies that I'm spreading. My real purpose isn't to be a rapper. The rapping is just a tool that I use to spread the purpose, to spread the prophecy.
Right.
So you could fulfill your purpose within any realm or facet of what you're doing. You could work at fucking McDonald's and every person you goes to the drive-thru, you like, hey, have a good day. You're blessed. I love you. You're a prophet, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying, bro. So it's like everything you do. That's what I was thinking. Like I'm starting to like grow out of this mindset that like I have a bad habit of like, oh, nice to meet you. What's your name? What's your name?
Passage.
Okay. So what's up? You an artist?
Yeah.
You an artist? Okay, that's dope.
Sir.
That's dope. That's dope. What do you do?
Just I love to put my art on these lines.
Okay, so bad. Like, let me get your Instagram. We should stay in touch. You're an artist. That's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
What's your name?
Jono.
Let's say you're not an artist. What do you do, bro? You an artist?
I'm a server at a restaurant.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool, bro. Have a good day, bro.
You too.
Like, that's fucked up.
That is-
That's fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you
So
mean,
it's
bro.
like, I can't do that no more. Like, I be thinking to myself, like, bro, we aren't what we do, bro.
Right.
We're not,
Right.
like, I'm not a rapper, and I've been thinking myself so long, 2 years, 3 years, like, oh, my name's skelybo, and, like, I'm a rapper. Like, that's what I do. Like, I make music. I'm an artist. Like, yes, but, like, motherfucker, that's just the shallow layer. There's fucking all this shit, and that's just right here.
Yes.
So that's why I'm trying to move now, more of like, what questions do I ask to really get to know somebody versus what the fuck do you do with your day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like nobody even likes their job. So it's like when you're talking about their job, they don't even care. They're not interested. And then when you tell them you do music, they get super interested. And it's like, honestly, this is just what I choose to do as like my video game. This is my pastime. I don't play and do all this other shit. This is my pastime. It's my hobby. Well, I'll fucking put my soul into this for the rest of my life because it's a hobby. If it never made me $1, I wouldn't care because I love doing this shit for so much fun. Like now I've been converting to going back to my OG original, just freestyling on beats and having fun with my homies and seeing what I can do, seeing raw energy I can give from that day that I'll never feel that again.
Yeah.
Bro, I also hate when motherfuckers like do that to me too. Like I hate when I'm like, oh, I make music or I rap and they kind of like blow me off or like, oh, that's cool. Like, do you make money off that or do you go to school or like, so when are you gonna start school? Like, or just like treat it like it's a fucking like I'm fucking homeless or some shit. Like I'm like a nobody, like a fucking like a stain on society. I'm like, damn, like that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I think just us as a society, bro, like we need to be less selfish, bro.
Not even care what anybody does. That's why I love talking to homeless people. Because it's like, you might not even speak a lick of English anymore, but you might need just an ear to just let off some steam.
Yeah.
There's been times where I'll be on the bus and this fool's just talking my ear off. And he's saying nothing
Quiet
real,
and just listen down
but I'm
there.
just like, okay, yeah. And then it's like, sometimes people just need somebody to listen to.
Right.
Be listened to by.
Dude, I agree. And what helps me navigate certain things like that is like, I think to myself, we're all spiritual beings having like a human experience, right?
Right.
So if somebody's off, somebody's going through something, like where's his spirit at? Where's his soul at? And like, is he aligned with himself or like something going on? You know, it's kind of how I look at it, but you seem to be a very spiritual guy. Do you have any spiritual practices that you engage in?
To be honest,
Music could be one of them, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to say that though because it's very like, I know I need to do more. Like I know I need to be meditating like I used to. I know I need to pray more. Like I feel like I communicate with God, but I think I need to set more time to do it. In the last few years I've been praying more before a meal. I think that's really important. I think the time I feel most connected is walking through the forest, walking on the beach.
100%.
Because we did that together, right?
Yeah,
so yeah, and that's like, bro, I don't know, brother. For me, it's like you feel in tune, and I see nature like the forest is literally like walking through life, bro. It's like literally how I'm moving through life. Like there's a set path for motherfuckers, and I decided to go off that motherfucker and just make my own path. And it
Facts.
really, looking at it, it just looks hella messy, like hella trees and hella broken leaves, and there's nothing there, and it looks all crowded. But like, the more you move and the more you look at it, you start to make a path and see one that isn't there. And that's the way I moved through my life. So, but in terms of religion, I feel like, yes, I am a very spiritual person. But I think I need to feed my spirituality more.
Do you think that believing in like a higher power, you believe in God?
Yeah.
Do you think that helps you like navigate your artistry at all? That does it influence like the way you speak or the way you create? Like having like a connection to like a higher power?
1,000%. I think it gives me confidence in myself, and it gives me confidence in what I'm doing, where it's like it doesn't need to be validated by anybody, as long as I'm like, okay, God, like in my music, I will say something like, God, give me protection. Your son needs, you know what I'm saying? Your son needs guidance, or your strongest soldier is going through these terms, and it just gives me that feeling of like, okay, like, you know, I'm moving with the reason, and God is testing me right now. On top of the fact that I like, just the idea of putting good energy in the music, I feel like, I don't know, is a purpose. Is that what your question was?
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like putting good intention in music there's like a universal law that'll like receive that, you know?
Yeah.
At a
100%.
certain extent.
I feel like, too, like, another thing that lady said the other day was that the devil uses your own voice when speaking to you in your mind. So sometimes it'll be like, Passage, your album flop. You didn't get enough streams as you needed to. You're not doing good enough. Where it's like, it's your voice talking to you, but it's just a build-up of insecurities of like, the devil speaking to you, you know what I'm saying? Or speaking to me. And it's like, just as much as I think God is a factor in my music, I think demons and the devil is too. It's like a very balanced.
I got a bar for that. Boom clap.
I don't think you're open flop.
What you had mentioned. What the fuck is going on in my head? It's just demons in here. And then at the end of that song, I think you say something, and something that I'm proud of, baby. You were talking about your music. I just want to hear you say, I'm proud of you too. Those two bars in that song. The first one was like, damn, I be dealing with demons every day, bro. I be dealing with my mind telling me I'm not good enough. My mind telling me crazy things. And then the last part was like, I've dealt with like doing something, being proud of it, and wanting people to receive it a certain way, you know? Yeah, so I guess this is a question for both of you. Like, when making a project and like when creating something like that, like, do you guys feel like you're making it, like, you're making it because it's cool to you? Or are you making it for people to relate to it?
Depends on the day and depends on the song. Sometimes I hop in there and I'm like, I don't even care what I say. I just need to get some steam off, whatever it is.
Preaching.
Yeah, just let off. That's why I love doing open mics and random things and only performing things that I've never like, not even songs I've performed, but like freestyling in front of people. Yeah. Because it's like, well, here's my raw emotion. Who else in the room feels like this?
Right.
Who else goes through things like this?
Right.
And it's like, when I make my music and write things down, it's like a mix of both. It's like, well, is this feeling relatable? Who's gone through this? Is this like just a me thing? Wait. Yeah. And then I start to sit there and I think, I'm like,
it's just a me thing.
We all feel the same emotions in different ways.
100%.
Doesn't matter what you've gone through. You've seen a pain in the same way as somebody else has seen pain. You just didn't realize it was the same thing because you want to think your pain is individualized.
Right.
But it's like, we've all seen the lens or the cup half full, and we've all seen the cup half empty.
Right.
And we're like, damn.
Depending on the day.
It really just depends on the day, what you're going through, what other processes are going on at that time, to really manipulate where your mind's going to be for that decision to be a factor. And it's like, so that's why when I do have my demons, I'm like, nah, this is just me not thinking or trying to overthink this. Let's take a step back and just be silent. Is
Right.
this feeling gonna be the same when I wake up tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
And usually when I wake up the next day, I'm thinking about what I'm doing for the day, what's going on. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever that feeling was, isn't that bad. Like even when I get in a small little argument with my girl, my family, whatever's going on in my life, I take a step back and I go, is this gonna matter if they passed away? Is this gonna matter if they're not? If we go separate ways? Like, where does this matter at?
Right.
If it don't matter that then take a deep breath and realize there's so much more going on.
Yeah.
Let's just figure out why you felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually just the devil trying to tell you you're not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually yourself being the one to be like, I'm not good enough. I don't think I'm supposed to be that.
Right.
And then sometimes that's what he said to me sometimes is being like, am I really portraying who I am? And I'm 100% putting my heart on line every time I go in like my music or post my music.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, these people are going to look at me this way because I'm doing it like this. So now they're going to have this portrayed image because they only see me through the internet. They only see me at shows. They don't see me when I'm kicking in my home. They don't see me when I'm out in the grocery store having fun no matter what. Like, I love walking around the grocery store and not even getting nothing. Like, I just am very curious if I really do want to eat something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, being an artist is like vulnerable, you know?
mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
For me, like, it's more like I'm more like maybe insecure, I think, internally. So if I make a song, because it's so raw, like you said, and it's very much me, like, I'm very much searching for, like, you to be like, oh, I heard what you wrote and it hit me this way, or you're going through this, like, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Especially from people I love, and, like, especially, like, I'm proud of you. So that's kind of where that line came from. It's just like this is like you said, like, it's my kind of my heart on the line in a physical form, you know what I'm saying, that you could listen to and then accept. And it really hurts me if you don't, or it's like if it's ignored, or if it's like not really seen as, like, even if it's disliked, like, I'd rather you dislike it but, like, have an opinion than to just...
That's how I feel, because I, like, after things, like, especially after this tape I had with people be like, I'm so proud of you. And I was like, because I love to do what I do. Like, this is my blank canvas. This is my story. This is my tape is literally, like, about being an artist. The feelings and the ups and downs of how it feels to be an artist. Some days you're your greatest, and some days you're down at the bottom, like, how am I going to get out of this cycle? It's like, it's a full circle. This is just, we just running in circles until we die. Like, that's the worst part about it. It's like, I've been insecure with my music, and then I realized nobody really, like, people are going to be proud of me, people are going to hate it, people are going to like it. It just depends on where you're at in your life to hear it. It's like, input, to me, honestly, the input don't even matter, because I've, like, started to look the statistics when I look at my music, and I'm like, just because it's only gotten 100 listens and it's got 25 listeners, well, how many of those listeners saved that song? Oh, more than 75% of the people who saved that song? That, to me, right there means that song was hitting. It just hasn't gotten to the audience it has to get to. I was like, even when I take losses, I'm like,
it's a lesson.
It's a lesson.
Loss. Yeah.
Like, what am I going to make from this?
Yeah.
I feel like just having it be acknowledged that someone listened, and that it's like getting outreach now. It's just a preview of where it's going to go, you know?
My homie hit me today and was like, I've been listening to your tape since I listened to it 2 days ago, and, like, this has helped me. I'm going through a rough time, and it's, like, really inspiring me to get out this hole. And I was like, that means so much to me, because at the end of the day, I'm touching somebody where they need help. That means everything. Like, the proud of yous is cool, because, like, oh, I'm doing something that other people aren't going to do. I'm stepping out of a shell and let it peek into my brain. That's scary, to let people see how I feel, be vulnerable.
Yeah.
But then when somebody tells you this actually made me inspired, this actually like
Yeah,
made me
it's
feel
like
something.
I connected to what
wow.
I connected to what you made, not to you. It's
Mhm.
different. It's like I connected to the art you had.
I actually heard what you were saying.
Yeah. Versus like I'm proud of that you did that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You spoke on that. Yeah.
No, so I have a question. What are your inspirations? Because your music is so unique and so you.
I say musically, my inspirations are. Oh, I grew up on going through the house. My mom had hella Bob Marley and Michael Jackson DVDs, and like we watched their live performances and stuff, and see all the people fainting for Michael Jackson.
That's fire. That's fire. I love that.
So that was my first music, and I don't really remember much, but I know my dad always had me around reggae music. So maybe like the spiritual frequency, maybe that's where that comes from in my music. When it comes to like, as I got older though, maybe, driving on the way to school, like my next era, I say like radio shit, pop music, like Taylor Swift type shit, 94.9 bass, #1 hit radio station, whatever, like just pop music. So like I'm sorry, bro, I keep doing that. Catchy. Damn, bro. Catchy. So, spin back. So when I'm like on the way to school, like younger, like catchiness, melodies, you know what I'm saying? Bruno Mars and shit like that. So maybe like that's where that hooks come from. And then when I even started discovering my own music taste, it was like rap. And it was like lyrics though. Like I really liked fucking, J. Cole. Like that's who I really fuck with heavy. And the stories he'd tell. So I think that's when it comes to like storytelling and lyricism, that's where that comes from. Mm-hmm. And then a little bit older than that, we're skipping some phases here, but then I'm trying to, I think, touch on the main inspirations. Later on, I think vulnerability in music and singing melodies, like singing, that came from Young Boy.
What up?
What's up, bro?
Sorry, I didn't interrupt.
No, how you doing, Bryce?
Yeah, yes, dude.
Chilling.
That came from Young Boy and Quando Rondo, because it was like painful poetry, you know what I'm saying? When they're singing and they're like, have these, I kept on begging you to stay. Like they like really put their like, melodics into music. Yeah. And so I think inspiration wise, I think that's kind of the most of everything. We got lyricism, we have spiritual purpose, influence, and then we have like pain and struggle. Like that's the first time I heard music. Like I think Quando was like the first artist I heard, and it's like, damn, this nigga's like, it's cool to be going through shit. That nigga made it cool to be struggling and to like be broke, holes in your shoes, where it's like that was something I was like embarrassed about my whole life. But now it's like, damn, that shit's not necessarily cool, but it's like he's going through it and he's cool to me. So it's, I don't know.
That's how I feel about Kerr. I don't know if you know Kerr out there in Philly.
Black?
Not just Kerr. He kind of rolled like Meek in them. But he had this one song. He did a Heaven to Hell remix. And he was just like, I be at my cousins and he was like saying it's so different. Because at my cousins, they have like a little bit of a more normal life. I go back home, there's roaches in the kitchen. There's pots everywhere. My house is dirty. Like, and it's like that right there was such raw imagery because I felt it. I was like, I didn't have choice to where I'm going home. But when I'm at my cousins, they're so normal here. Like, okay, well, that's kind of a different whole lens.
Yeah.
Let me see why it's different. So they would like make me watch my friends' families and peek inside of how their families moved and what their family morals were and how their family got to being together or why their family split.
Right.
It's like digging those little things and finding why things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro, family is fucked up, bro.
Family's fucked up.
Yeah, it's really hard sometimes with family, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can't choose, bro.
You can't. That's the only thing you
exactly.
don't choose. That
exactly. 100%. I have Trust Issues is one of my favorite songs on the project.
What did you feel when you like listen to that track?
Oh man, I felt kind of calm. Like I felt calm and
tone.
Yeah, I felt calm, and then when I was listening to it, I kind of listened to like the way you were saying things, and it reminded me of like something. I don't know what it was, because it was like you were speaking and like there were like sentences that all kind of connected. It was tripping me out, man. And I was like,
Give me a MF Doom.
It was kind of psychedelic for me, bro. I was like,
Steez.
Wow,
It's like
that's
a spoken
dope.
word.
Yeah.
Rawness where you don't know where the punchline's gonna hit.
Literally.
Like you get caught off guard and you continue to flow, and it's a story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You say I got ideas coming easily. Do ideas come easily for you?
If I'm in a flow state, if I'm in my, I was just gonna speak on what you said too. Like, my happiness and depression and creativity comes in. So I'll be happy for a couple of days, feeling hella good.
Peaks, valleys, yeah.
And then the next couple of days, I'll be depressed and just like feeling like everything is just like has a unsaturated filter. Every single person, every single emotion, every single conversation. It's like I see all the negative in the world. I see, and I guess it's just what I want to see, but it comes like out of nowhere sometimes. It's like a fucking boom. You know what I'm saying? Here, deal with this real quick. And a couple days later, I go through some other shit and come out. But at the time I was bringing the album, I made that album like, it wasn't no like, oh, these songs are from the last 2 years. Like, the album was in a quick period of time. And especially like Boom Clap, Trust Issues, all those songs I made in one night. Wow. And Trust Issues, yeah, Trust Issues was, same with Boom Clap and Trust Issues are the two songs in the album where I just talked. Like, I didn't write shit down. I just I'm gonna play this beat and rap. And if I don't like it, I'm gonna play it and rap again.
Punched in?
No, bro, I just rap the whole thing through.
Hell yeah,
bro.
I never did that shit before.
Bro. Clap so much harder.
That's what I'm saying. I rap the whole thing through, bro. And if you turn off the vocal audio on Boom Clap, you could hear another take where I'm rapping a whole other verse. And I just turned it down hella because I'm like, this one isn't as good. This one's more like a story.
But you need a background layer, so this is happening in the background.
Yeah, I just added it, bro. I was like, this is cool. I just like the way it sounds. It sounds like more shit going on. Yeah. But Trust Issues, I think that's the most underrated track on the album because it's the most like, I think Stay Stuck is the most genre out there. But like, damn, I have a good album, bro.
No,
let's go, bro. Let's go, bro.
It's generational.
No, it's
when I
different.
was listening to it, I was like, nah, this is generational. These words, you are a generational artist from meeting you first time and then hearing you perform. It's survival, right?
Surviving.
Surviving, yeah. Say, cut out my arms, bleeding out my lines. Yeah. I'm like, oh my God, your imagery, your soul is so raw. It's like, here's the gritty side of how I feel. Here's the rawness of my lyrics, but here's rawness of society. It's like, this is how people look at me. This is how the world look at me. Right. And this is how I'm going to tell you I'm that and not that.
Both of them, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Wait.
You touched on oh my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. What you saying?
You touched on feeling down. I battle depression sometimes, here and there. It kind of just hits me like a wave. But how do you deal with like feeling down? Like, how do you get through your down times?
To be honest, I just have to give thanks to my family because like they don't, they pull me out of it. Sometimes they don't allow me to be, but they'll check on me and they don't like switch up. Like, they don't treat me, I say, differently. They just be like, oh, skelybo is in his feelings right now. You know what I'm saying? But like, they're not going, like, that's okay though. You feel me? They just accept it, and I think I just have that, and I can get chill and play with my god sister and do shit that like distracts me from it until my soul is like, okay, time to wake up, because depression for me is like, we have so much shit to do in this world, bro, all of us. And it's like, you wake up feeling like you don't know what to do. Like, nothing makes sense. Like, it's just a bunch of gibberish life. And so it's just like, I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Like, what can I do right now? Even though I have so much shit to do, it's like, what do I do?
That's me every day.
Yeah, bro. And it's just
square one. I feel like I'm starting at square one every day.
Yep.
Like, what? I still gotta do this.
Yeah, this.
Yeah. Where do I
bro.
start, man?
I think
I do feel you with that.
Being around family.
Just like your emotions. Some days I'm down. Just like, it's literally like, I take emotions like weather. That's why I always make sure
That's
it's
valid as fuck.
a
That is
couple
valid
days.
as fuck.
Cause like sometimes,
That's
like,
valid as
if you
fuck.
by the ocean, some days when it's hella foggy out, the waves are crashing, bam, bam. But sometimes it's a nice day, water's still. It's a calm, come in, come out.
Bro, so it's our bodies like our earth.
Yeah.
And our emotions are just like different weather, bro. Sunny day, happiness. I just think we need it too, bro. And depression is kind of cool sometimes. Like, it's kind of cool to like sit in your room all day and watch a TV show all day. Like, that's okay sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's okay to take a step back.
yeah, looking back at it, you're like, that's okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, you know, as long as you just make sure you're taking care of yourself physically, cleaning your body, try and eat healthy. I know it's hard during times like that, but like, don't grab a whole carton of ice cream out the freezer and eat the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, try your best to just stay on track, because you got to get back, you know? Like, you can take a little decompress, but you got to get back soon. So the more you fall off, it's the harder to get back, you know what I'm saying? And we all have motherfucking vices or things that is like our guilty pleasure, whether it be fucking hitting a J, bro, whether it be fucking going out to the club, whether it be fucking someone lusting over you, or you lusting over somebody, or being physical with somebody, hitting up your ex. Like, we all have these guilty comforts that we have, and
Sometimes it's simple too.
very simple.
Food.
Yes,
Yeah.
food, bro, very simple.
Hella,
And
burgers.
that's what I'm saying. When things happen, it's like the rat experiment, bro. Like, when you get into a situation of discomfort, you go back to your addiction. It's like a trauma response or something. So try your best to realize that, like, okay, I'm going through some shit right now. Let me not fall completely back on everything that I've been building. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me be aware of it and try and get through it in a different way this time, because I know that I don't want to use that anymore to uplift my spirit. You know, I'm conscious that I told myself I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm not going to make an excuse for myself. I'm not going to convince myself to do it. You can convince yourself that anything is right. Trust me. I've done it. So just stick with it. You know what I'm saying?
Consistency.
Yeah, finding different ways to cope, you know?
Yeah.
What you say?
I know we started on that lyric. I don't know we ever talked about it though. But the song basically, I think it gave me like, it takes me to like a bar, and like I'm on stage and it's like a jazz lounge kind of thing, and maybe there's like a smooth beat in the back, and I'm like open mic vibes, just like what you do, bro, is which I want to. That's really fucking like crazy that you do, is get on stage and start freestyling, bro. Cause that's something I want to do, not even just with rapping, but just thoughts and poetry. Cause I talk to myself a lot, and when I'm alone, bro, my comfort level is so cool that I say shit and it sounds so fucking dope.
So sick.
And like, so, but that's what it gives me, bro. That vibe of like, I'm just getting shit off my chest, motherfucker.
Talking
It's
to the
like
bartender.
niggas are listening.
Yup. Sitting
Nah, like
drinking.
on stage, bro. It's like a
Yeah.
fucking open mic jazz lounge type of vibe, and
Okay.
it's just like this motherfucker just got on stage. There's a mic in front of him. There's some, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
saxophone and shit behind him, trumpet, and like this motherfucker's just talking, and this motherfucker's in the crowd like this dude on stage. Like, what the fuck? Like, also listening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
There's a couple that I got listed from that song. You say another one that it's going up, I'm happy and shit, but inside I'm not happy and shit.
yeah. Well, I was just speaking on the separation of like the business and the music and the creativity, and bro, I feel like I think us. I'm not even gonna say us as man, bro, but I think people have this like idea of like, okay, I'm fucking hurt right now. I'm about to fucking lock the fuck in right now. Like, I'm about to go to the gym every day. I'm about to fucking like,
Get money.
yeah, I'm about to get this motherfucker money, bro. These motherfuckers are gonna see watch, bro.
Ready for this.
Yeah, bro. But it's like, motherfucker, like, you still hurt, bro. Like, you still hurt. You still lonely. You still heartbroken. You just like keeping busy. You know what I'm saying? So like, at the time, I'm like, bro, I'm making this fire ass music. This is cool as fuck. But like, damn, like me and my girl just broke up. Damn, like I'm feeling hella lonely. I'm feeling all these like internal thoughts of what I could have done better, and like what's going on in my life, and you know what's going on with my mom and my family. I'm like, damn, like I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this music is like, it's not a distraction, but it's just like a fucking, it's not the complete picture. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a lot what I was talking about in that song too. Is just like, I'm still going through this. You know what I'm saying? No matter. And I think I was thinking about that the other day when I'm looking at these motherfuckers at the Grammys. I'm like, these motherfuckers have what so many people want to have, but I know that's not the whole picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes to get to that point, you know?
And it's an endless chase. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, when I was younger, I realized the only thing I really want in life is to be satisfied. And then I realized that that's a choice. It's like, that's why I can be so calm sometimes, is because it's like, all right, well, I put myself in this predicament. Now I know, well, I can be satisfied with what's going on, and what can I do from here?
Yeah,
It's like,
what's possible?
yeah, because it's
what
like
do you
most
control?
of us are not satisfied with the little things. So we're searching for that outside exterior validation or proof that it means something.
Yeah.
It's like, man, if you could just accept the little things, it's like, that's what got you to here.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, if you guys take this one message, bro, is that motherfuckers live way too far in the future, bro. They live way too far, and like, when I get here, bro, when I'm comfortable, I'm gonna be like, I just want to be comfortable. Like that saying of like, I talk to motherfuckers, I talk to artists, I talk to college people in college right now, and they're just like, they all say the same shit. Like, bro, I'm not tripping as long as I'm comfortable, bro. Like, I'm like, okay, what does that mean? Well, it's like, well, you know, I can be working, but like, as long as I can go on vacation and travel, and it's like, okay, you're living in a fantasy a little bit, because it's like, you're gonna get there and kind of not, you're still dealing with the shit that you're dealing with now that you never dealt with, because you're too busy trying to get there thinking that was the solution, rather than like, okay, how can I be comfortable right now? Like, what is uncomfortable for me? I don't think it's something as simple as the job you work. And I understand that we're talking about like a physical thing of jobs and shit, but it's just like, motherfuckers live too far in the future of like, okay, like, bro, my life is gonna be so happy when I blow up or when I fucking get a platinum. Like, I'm gonna be so happy. Like, no.
They don't even get the underlying factors of what happens after that.
Yeah.
Oh, now you have over attention. You didn't realize what's coming. Oh,
Can't
now
go
you got
outside.
this new job. But you got to get all these three other things you didn't realize you needed to get into the next job. It's like, there's always a new level. That's
You're still you, bro. Like, no matter where you're at, what level, it's still you, bro.
Exactly.
It's like nothing changed, my
Exactly.
nigga.
It's
No
like,
matter what country you're in, who you're dating, how much money is in your pocket, bro, it's still. So.
literally. And it's like, when people people came up to me and be like, I'm proud of you for this tape. I'm like, y'all don't even realize I made that 5 months ago. I'm not even like, I've grown from that.
That's not even. Oh, I feel that too, bro.
It's like, it's now I'm in a new era. I've
Yeah.
felt these emotions so raw and so long.
Yeah.
Now I'm new.
I feel that too.
I've
man.
become something that's like, all right, cool. But
Transform.
now you guys got to see the new me of what this created.
Consistently evolving, you know?
Yeah.
Constant evolution. I think the ways I like find satisfaction is taking things step by step and like living like one day at a time. Like doing what I can in that day. And like trying to like see how I can be of service in that day, or like do things for me that day, take care of myself. Even if it's as little as like burning some Palo Santo, writing like a gratitude list, and just like chilling, you know, just
Being
like,
satisfied.
yeah, right.
Simple
Being
satisfaction.
grateful.
Being
for
grateful.
What I do have.
Being
right?
grateful.
Like for just like being grateful.
Being
for,
fucking grateful,
to wake up
man.
and shit. You know.
Being grateful for the plate you do have full. It might
Yeah,
not be
yeah.
the biggest plate yet. It might not be the
Yeah.
whole meal. But
Right.
shit, you got some on that
You
plate.
alive, bro.
You got
alive.
some on
alive,
that plate.
dog.
Like, I wish
You live it.
we're not aware, bro. We're not aware of what we have until we see somebody without it and be like, bro, like, man, I wish I had a mom, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wish I can walk. Like, crazy shit is like, bro, like, I didn't even know, like, damn, like, I have all these blessings, and it's like, America teaches us to value money and value materialistic. So you will be fucking in a family with fucking siblings that love you, playing outside, playing basketball, and like thinking that's not the biggest blessing in the world when it is. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that like,
It's like a husband when he cheats on his wife and not realizing he has a whole amazing family at home. It's like, it's so deep sometimes people forget because they just start looking for those things that make them want, like the material or the women, the attention. Like it's like it's what is gonna fill that void they think, and then you get to the lowest point because you lost everything because of it.
Yeah, I've been thinking about cheating a lot recently, bro. Just like why people do it and like where it comes from and if it's really like truly wrong. Like, is it true? Is it truly like a deeper thing? Like, is it just like, oh, he was horny and he wanted something new, or she was just feeling maybe the same thing, or feeling alone, or feeling, like a lack of excitement. Like, in a way, that's human nature because humans are learning creatures, and like marriage, I think, is the only relationship where it's like, I'm your only one. Like, bro, Passage, me and you are friends. You can't have no other friends, bro. You can't do no fucking, don't do no podcast with nobody else, bro, for the rest of your life. It's just us.
That's cheating.
Like, you be like, what the fuck, bro? Like, I'm not gonna do that. But it's like, when it comes to relationships, we set that standard for ourselves. So it's like, is that crazy? And then on the other hand, I think like I said before, like, love is your inner child. So if you don't feel like secure with yourself, and let's say you use someone's love and attention, you use sex as a fucking value point, if someone values you, you're gonna get tired of relationship. You're gonna feel like you're undervalued, or you feel like you're only valued by this one woman, but eventually that's not enough. It's not her fault, it's your fault, because you were never enough for you. So then you're gonna go outside and search for some. I think that's why niggas cheat all the time, because like, bro, like, why would you cheat on her? Y'all about to have a baby together, you love the fuck out of her, why you cheat on her? It's like, bro, like, his inner child, his soul's fucked up. He can't even, like, he's doing shit not knowing that it's like, it's for this whole different reason. He's just, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like a person on the street with a fucking crack pipe. Like, why the fuck are you doing that? Their soul is fucked up and they're trying to fix it the wrong way. Yeah.
And it's like some people go through something and then crash out because they went through something. And it's crazy too, because like some people crash out because they went through something, so then they crash out even harder because they're like, well, I'm already here.
Yeah.
And then they just get so far off the path. They're like, well, there's no getting back. So it's like, all right,
they gave up. Yeah,
I'm done.
It's just like a cycle of destruction that they fall down, and it's,
you don't see the way out, bro. You don't see the light in the end of the tunnel. You just see fucking, all right, this is what's getting me through every day. Like, that's all I have.
Literally.
You're not thinking a month ahead, or a year ahead, 5 years ahead, and your life can change
so fast.
Yeah, it can change, bro. 5 years isn't a long time, bro. And like, you're going hard for 5 years, motherfucker. You about to be somewhere, bro. But you're gonna look back like, damn, like, that was so worth it compared now to the rest of my life.
Yeah, hard work pays off, man.
Yeah,
for sure. Just gotta stay consistent with it.
And love yourself consistently, even on your bad days. It's like, all right.
That's another, yeah.
All right, I know I'm not perfect. How can I fix this flaw that I feel like I have? Like, what can I think about that can help me? What can I listen to that will help me fix this flaw?
Right.
It's like, maybe I just need to listen to nothing. Like that one talk when we were on a hike. It's like, sometimes we need silence. Sometimes we literally just need no sounds, because we live in a world where sound's consistent.
Yeah.
It's like there is no flow because there's so many frequencies around you. Like, sometimes I think my intrusive thoughts are somebody else's frequency right into my ear. And I'm in the middle of somewhere and I'm like, what the fuck did that thought come?
Where did that come from?
What am I thinking right now? And then I'm like, let me just let go of that, because that might not be me.
Oh my God, bro. I feel like, motherfucker, I wish shit was so different, like, spiritually, bro. I wish, like, niggas could communicate just, like, telepathically. I wish we could have multiplayer dreams. I wish, like, everything, like, that's how I feel, too. Because I feel like that's, too, like, I feel like we can't see that energy. We can't see it, but, like, a nigga really would just give you a hug and transfer you hella shit that you didn't even fucking, that was not just there. It's just, like, soul frequency, bro. Just like music, bro. We can't see it. You just hear it. You know what I'm saying? So there's shit that you can't hear and you can't see.
Yeah.
Probably. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the music's kind of like a telepathical
thing.
thing.
I think on a deeper level, it's a
inside
soul
somebody's mind.
Sometimes you really only need the beat. Like, when I come to music, and like the reason I can freestyle sometimes is because I take whatever instruments are around me and it just goes in my ear and comes straight out my mouth. I don't think about what I'm about to say next.
That's fucking fire.
It's like up there, stream of consciousness.
Whatever coming out is coming out. Like, I look at people, I'm like, I don't even know what I'm about to say right now, and they're like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, oh yeah, you don't get it. You don't just say random shit in front of people, and like, you don't know what's gonna come out.
Yeah, that's like, scary though.
You're right. It's like, you really have to be cautious.
I'm scared of that.
It was like, for a while, I was at one family thing, and they were like, oh, you should freestyle in front of these people. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna come out, and I don't feel comfortable with what if I say some
crazy shit. Yeah.
It was like now I've been able to adapt to the environment and read the room. And so it's like now I pick my freestyles and looking at people's faces and what their emotions
That's
portray.
beautiful.
Or what they would think in their daily life that would make them think this way.
That's
And
beautiful.
So present that to them. So then it catches the ear because they're like, wait, I resonate with that.
Reading someone's energy, bro, just off their face.
Literally.
I think I've been trying to pick that up and get better at that too, like understanding somebody off their body language, off the way they interact with the people around them, like where they fit, how they move, how they feel about themselves. Are they confident? Are they insecure? Are they going through shit? Do they have things they want to say and they're holding in? Like, I like paying attention to all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That's how I read the room so hard, and I can tell when somebody's just like a little bit socially anxious or socially awkward because I can read their body language. But it's like my favorite thing is to make them feel a little bit more comfortable.
Because I've been there. There.
Too
That's
many
me too.
times.
Yeah.
Way too many times. It's like,
Same,
okay, I
same.
understand you don't know how to interact in this room. Let me interact with you so you feel a little bit more comfortable. Maybe that will lead you to talking to the next person.
Yeah, just like the base of this podcast, right? It's a safe place to let people misunderstood be understood, you know? Like to let people that feel like they're misunderstood be understood. And I feel like that's what we're trying to do here. Trying to make people comfortable, you know? Especially artists. Like, do you have a message you want to
Give you the world.
give out to?
They're going to peek
I
back to
had
you in a
one,
couple
bro.
years.
Let's keep talking, bro, because I had one and I forgot what I was gonna say. I lost the thought. But
You want to check the camera real quick, Dosa? See how much time's left or how much time was on the... I think mine might be off.
Yeah, no, yours just keeps turning out like getting up on trying. This can keep going.
you guys,
I'm just gonna wrap it up. I mean,
we're
that's
cool.
a good like more than an hour already,
really?
or at least an hour. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're at hour and 6. I'll say like 10 more minutes.
Okay. Man. I swear I had a thought, but I got it, man.
It's like sometimes I don't know. That's how things be going sometimes. That's why I like freestyling because it makes me enter flow state where one things can go in my ear, out my mouth. Let it go. Okay, cool. Because sometimes, like when we did that little walk and you were asking me videos, it was like when we were talking, natural, perfect. Here's my message. Then we would stop and be like, oh, that's a good message. Can we try to record that? And I'd try to rethink it, and it just didn't come out the same feeling wise. And I was like, but it's okay because I still got the message across.
Yeah.
But when I'm thinking about messages, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what's gonna come.
Yeah.
But like one thing with that, I think I might maybe help a little bit. You work with the youth a lot. You're young yourself, but you work with the youth a lot, being in youth groups and doing like shows. At like you went to Washington, right? And did a show at like a big.
That was dope.
thing.
That was dope, bro. I have to tell you all that story, my nigga. So there's this group organization called Youth Speaks in the Bay Area, and I got involved with them through another group called Kingmakers, and they're like, hey, they're hosting this thing called MC Olympics. So it's basically all MCs from I think whatever age to 21 go out and compete. There's different competitions. There's a beat competition, there's a freestyle competition, there's a song competition. And so I went there in San Francisco. I just had a good day. I was working with this dude named Michael Rios, and just like I was coming off kind of like a good energy. And I got there and did the freestyle thing, did the other thing, and when it came to performance time, I did Reality of Underground Artists, and it was just very like flow state. Like the whole second hook, I kind of just freestyled some shit. I was like swerving on the 580, like what? And like the crowd was interacting with me and shit. And I just felt really good. And I told them like, bro, I promise you guys I'm not here to win no competition. Like I promise that like I really just want to share my music and my soul with you guys, because that's what this is about for me. Like I'm trying to build a community, bro. I'm not trying to get rich. Like I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to buy my mom a house. My mom already bought a house. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to like, there are things that I want to do through music financially. I want to reach success, but like I want to build a community is my number one goal. So I shared that with them and I performed for them. And then they were like, okay, freestyle winner is this, song winner is this, and other winner is this. I was like, I'm still happy, bro. I'm clapping for everybody. I'm like, okay, cool, bro. He had a pretty dope song, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it was better than my shit, but like, it was a cool song, you know what I'm saying? And then at the very end, they were like, and the winner of FC Olympics, skelybo. I was like, what? Like, I thought the whole thing was over. Like, and they're like, you're going to DC. I'm like, bro, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I had no idea. I didn't even know if it was gonna go, if it was gonna clash with this other thing, but I'm like, bro, like, nah, that's an opportunity. I gotta go, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, I end up fucking, summer comes around and they're like, okay, we're going to this thing in DC. A lot of my shit is like that, bro. It's very much like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Like, I don't know what to
Just there
expect.
for the ride.
Yeah, it's like, it's a poetry,
Yeah.
they're saying it's a poetry festival, 3-day festival. So I'm like, you know, I'm expecting like tents and people outside and like hella stages. And I get there and it's completely different. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so I'm trying to start learning not to set it like a visual expectation. Cause like I'd be practicing performances in my head the other day, getting off track real quick. But the other day I'm like imagining like a stage and the shit, and my whole set was based on like I'm interact with the crowd here, and then I get there and it's this intimate ass theater and they're sitting right here and the stage is like this wide and it's a stood up mic. I'm like, well, that's not what I was thinking about. You know what I'm saying? But I end up in DC and a lot of like miscommunication had happened for reasons that I now understand, but they were basically like, I got flown out, bro. So I'm staying in this hotel and they're feeding me and all this shit. And they're like, okay, well, what are you here for? Are you staff or something? I was like, nah, bro, I'm an MC Olympics winner. Like, I'm here to perform at MC Olympics here. And they're like, okay, well, our list is already filled up. Like, I didn't know you're supposed to be on. You're supposed to let me know earlier. I'm like, how am I supposed to let you know? That's the whole reason I'm here. You feel me? So we start going through this turmoil. And then they're like, okay, we could fit you in, actually. We're going to fit you in right here at the very end. You're going to get like 3 minutes. Like, you have to make it quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, okay, whatever, bro. Like, so MC Olympics come out. It's like kind of like this, like, the whole thing is like a poetry thing for youth. So the idea is that youth teams are coming from all over the country. You got Philadelphia in there. You got Brooklyn in there. You got Cali, Texas. Wow. Motherfuckers who performing this poetry, and this is like the fucking finals where it's like the best are selected. So MC Olympics wasn't like the main thing. It was just like a little branch of it. So, but it's still kind of cool. So they're going through the songs and it's like kind of younger people coming up and doing like freestyles and doing different shit. And like, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like ready to go on at the end and they're like, nah, bro, like we're out of time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, oh no, we have enough time? And they're like, oh no, I'm sorry, no, we actually don't. So I'm going through this whole fucking up and down of like, bro, I'm about to perform, I'm about to not perform. And then I'm like, bro, I just came all the way out here for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are like wasting my time. I'm wasting my own time. I feel like a failure now because like I did all this shit. So then I start talking to like staff and shit. I'm like, bro, like I'm trying to explain my story. Like, bro, I came all the way out here to do this. Please, like somebody put me on, like asking all these people and everybody's like, oh, okay, damn, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, that shouldn't have happened, bro. I'm gonna see what I can do. Talk to him next day. Yo, what's up? What happened? Oh, just give me some time, bro. I'm gonna talk to him. Oh, they said something. They said this. I'm like, bro, like y'all not doing nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't get it, bro. Y'all don't understand, my nigga. So the last day I'm talking to these people, they're like, okay, well, this is the last performance. This is like the main show, the main fucking, everybody's here for this. Yeah. Packed out stage, Howard Theater. And they're like, well, this is our set. This is our set list. There's this opening poetry. Like, you can do that. Can you do poetry? I'm like, yeah, I can do whatever. They're like, okay, I'm going to see if I can get you on that. And I'm like, bro, I heard that before. Like, I heard that. And they're like, well, so then they're like, hey, call time. The show is in like maybe 3-4 hours. They're like, everybody's performing. Get on the bus. I'm like, I got to get on the bus, bro. I'm performing, my nigga. Like, I got to get on the bus, bro. Yeah. And I'm going to look at the bus. I'm not on the set list, bro. There's nobody knows I'm performing except for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to perform. That's not what I'm here for. I was here for MC Olympics, but they didn't give me an opportunity. So I'm like, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, So I get on the bus and they take us to the theater and I walk in the door and then just like the people like kind of finalizing the set list at the front. They're like, oh, what's up? Are you performing? I'm like, yeah, I'm performing. They're like, oh shit, where is it? I don't see your name on the list. And they're like, oh, I talked to so-and-so. They said they're going to put me on. Like, I think I should go here. And they're like, okay. And then, like, right? So they're like, here, you got like 5 minutes. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, all right, good. Yeah, I'm like, good. Fine. So I look at the stage. Now I'm like, oh shit, I'm performing. But it's not like a nervous now because I'm like, motherfucker, I earned, like, I'm about to go kill this shit, bro. Because I'm going through all this shit for the whole 3 days. So I'm there. I'm like, bro, I came out here for no reason. Like, my family knows I'm out here, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna fly. I'm gonna fly back and tell them that, oh, because of some bullshit they cut my set. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, I'm feeling all this emotion, so now I'm charged up in this motherfucker, bro. So they're like, you're about to opening the show. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you're gonna get 5 minutes. You got a song, you got a piece. And I didn't even know what I was gonna perform, but I'm like, oh, I had that one piece that's some anger, some fucking fire energy. I'm like, okay, so I'm practicing it, walking around in the dark, walking around the theater, practicing it. How do you want them to introduce you? Hey, I'm skelybo. I'm an Oakland artist. Like, I da 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 da. Show starts, 5 minutes. I'm backstage. You know, kind of got the nerves and just like, I tell the motherfuckers, make my lights all red, start me off with the spotlight, and like I walk out there and it's dark and it's quiet, and I just like hit them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a kid. I'm just a boy. My knees, they start to tremble. All this weight that's on my back, you know, my muscles getting sore. And just poetry. And then the fucking beat kicks in. Dun, 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 dun. Like, and everybody's screaming. And it's just like, I'm energies. I'm like fucking slamming this fucking stage thing and screaming at niggas. Like, cause I'm so like charged, bro. And it's like, that was a highlight of the show to me. Like, I fucking turned that motherfucker up because I had music and I had poetry. And it's like, I really do this shit, and I'm like that whole like experience was like, I went through a lot of different shit like that, bro. Like, when you're underground, bro, that's my message, bro. When no one believes in you yet, bro, you gotta do weird walk around shit. You gotta do weird shit to get on stage. You gotta fucking, don't wait for nobody, bro. Don't expect nobody to understand you. And don't get mad at them when they don't, bro, because they didn't know that I had that inside of me. They didn't know that, like, yeah, they get that, oh, he's out here to perform, but so is everybody else, nigga. Like, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's on you to fucking be your biggest fan and be your biggest supporter, bro. Trust your spirit, bro. Fuck the rules. Fuck what people say to you. Fuck like, oh, no, it's going to go like this. Your set's 5 minutes. Oh, no, we don't have time for your shit. Like, no, bro. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to do everything in my power to give myself the opportunity, and then I'm going to put it in God's hands. But God wanted me on that stage, because if he didn't, I would have been in D.C. Right. And I wouldn't have ended up on that stage. It's just people sometimes get confused, and they have so much shit going on that they can't see the blessing in front of them. Yeah. But you know that you're the blessing. Mm-hmm. So you motherfucker, I'm gonna make you see this motherfucking blessing, motherfucker, because you need it, motherfucker. You need this blessing, bro.
Yeah.
So that's my message to people, bro. Just continue to be that blessing and make sure people see it, face that fear, and understand that, like, you aren't what people say you are. You are who you know you are, and how you treat people. That's who you truly are. Not what you do, not how much money's in your pocket, not what you drive, not what you wear, how you treat people, how you make them feel, and how you look in the mirror, and how you think of yourself. skelybo, 70T, Stream Half Moon.
Damn. Stream Half Moon. You're invisible until you're seen. Remember that. You're invisible until you're seen. And sometimes you might have to force it.
Yeah.
But make sure you make every moment count. Like, you don't know if that being in front of that one crowd, there might be that one person that you might have saved their life.
Oh, God.
Might not even need to change your life, but it could change theirs. Just remember that.
You never know who's watching you, bro. You never know motherfuckers are watching. You know how many times I'm sitting at a fucking cafe just staring at someone across the street, have a regular ass conversation, bro, and that makes me like, damn, life is actually pretty cool today. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know, bro. So just
I love that.
Keep being you, bro. I don't give a fuck how many followers you got, how you look, bro. Just be confident, bro. That's the most important. Be aurified. Have fucking aura when you're walking in.
Yeah, love. People always kind of forget what you say, or like, but they always remember how you make them feel, you know?
I've heard that. I've definitely heard that, and I definitely remember that, bro. Because your mind is a fucking history book, boy. Mm-hmm. But it's cooler because it's also like a movie book. So when you transport yourself back to like, oh shit, damn, I remember when Passage was in Knock Knock, and I remember exactly looking at him, and he was sitting down. I remember exactly how the room looked and how he was doing this shit. Yep. Like, I don't remember what he was saying, but I remember seeing that and like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, boy. I love you guys, buddy. Man. Nah, I love y'all.
Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate this, bro.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate this.
I love you, man. I'm so glad I got to interview you this time.
Yeah, bro. We'll do another one. Let's do another one.
Let's go.
This is Who's You.
Yeah.
Who you? Who is you?
skelybo, Jono.
Love.
We out here. It's love. Be you.
Be
you.
you.
Say it, and we're going to say it in every episode we can. Be you. Don't be scared to be you.
stay.
Do what the fuck you do.
Yes.
Cause nobody give a fuck.